Good morning. The April 21st, 2021 meeting of the Board of Estimates is now called to order. In the interest of promoting health and safety as we continue to deal with COVID-19 pandemic, the Board of Estimates will continue to meet virtually. At this time, I would like to ask our amazing comptroller, Mr. Bill Henry, for any corrections, additions, and noted abstentions for today's agenda.
Okay, Mr. President, I'm having a little trouble with my sound, but I'm going to assume that you've told me that it's okay to start doing the opening statement.
That's correct.
Thank you. Here we go. We have no changes or corrections for today's agenda. No protests were received for today's meeting. There are no deferrals or withdrawals. There's one item being moved to the non-routine agenda on page 11, Department of Audits, Audit Report 911 Emergency System of Baltimore City, Maryland. Actual receipts and expenditures report fiscal year ended June 30th, 2020. There are no items moved to the routine agenda. If Honorable Mayor Brandon Scott is abstaining on pages 19 and 20, items number 1 and number 2, Health Department, ratification of agreements with Johns Hopkins University. Honorable President Nick Mosby is abstaining on page 39, Baltimore Police Department, intergovernmental agreement. There are no other abstentions. That is it for changes and corrections, Mr. President.
You're muted, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Solicitor. I think that's the first time you were able to do that to me.
That's the first contribution I've made.
No, it's not. No, thank you, Mr. Solicitor. Mr. Comptroller Henry, thank you for that. I now direct the board's members' attention to the memorandum from my office dated April 19th, 2021, identifying matters to be considered as routine agenda items, together with any corrections and additions that have been noted by our comptroller. I will entertain a motion to approve all items contained on the routine agenda.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say nay. The ayes have it. The routine agenda has now been adopted. On to the non-routine agenda. The first item of today on the non-routine agenda can be found on page 11. Department of Audits Audit Report. This is a report from Maryland 911 Emergency System for Baltimore City. Maryland actual receipts and expenditures report for fiscal year ending in June 30th, 2020. The report itself is pretty straightforward, but as it has become custom to this board and in the interest of public transparency, we've asked Auditor Pash to come on this morning, briefly explain the audit. So at this point, Mr. Auditor, the floor is yours.
Good morning, Mr. President, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Comptroller, and the members of the Board of Estimates. My name is Josh Pash. I am the City Auditor. I am here to present the Independent Accountant's Report on applying agreed-upon procedures for the 911 fees and expenditures for 2020, fiscal year 2020. The objective of our procedures were to assist the State of Maryland's 911 Board in evaluating the Baltimore City's compliance with Public Safety Article 1, Sections 301 through 313 of the Maryland Annotated Code related to the actual receipts and expenditures of the 911 Trust Fund of Baltimore City. The purpose of this is that the city receives funding from the state that is collected through 911 fees, and the state asks an independent accountant to review those expenditures to validate that all the costs were related to those that are covered by the Public Safety Article 1. We noted no exceptions in any of our procedures, and we submit the actual receipts and expenditure report for the year ended June 30th, 2020 to the Board of Estimates.
Thank you, Mr. Auditor. At this point, are there any questions or concerns from the board? Seeing and hearing none, the receipt of this audit report will be noted. As there is no new business from the board, are there any questions or concerns that board members would like to raise at this point?
No, sir, Mr. President.
Thank you. Well, being that there's no new business before the board will recess until 11 a.m., followed by bid opening at 12 noon. The board will reconvene tonight at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Please ensure that you tune in via WebEx or even Channel 25 for fiscal year 2022 virtual taxpayers night. Information on preliminary fiscal year 22 budget and how to participate in the taxpayers night can be found on the Bureau of Budget and Management Research website at bbmr.baltimorecity.gov. The Board of Estimates will recess next week, April the 28th. Our next regular scheduled meeting is May the 5th at 9 a.m. I would like to thank everyone for tuning in. Baltimore, please continue to stay safe. Please follow all health protocols associated with fighting back on COVID-19. Baltimore, we love you.
Good afternoon. The Board of Estimates is now in session for the receiving and opening of bids. As part of the overall effort to limit transmission of the COVID-19 virus, the Board of Estimates is conducting bid openings virtually. Members of the public can call in to listen to bid openings live by calling 443-984-1696 and entering access code 0842939. Board of Estimates meetings are broadcast live on Charm TV, channel 25 on Comcast Cable in Baltimore City. Meetings are also streamed on the internet at https://www.charmtvbaltimore.com/live-stream. The Board of Estimates will continue to conduct bid openings virtually while the state of emergency declared by the Mayor of Baltimore and the Governor of Maryland remains in effect. I have the following addendum to note. Department of Public Works, WC 1316, Barclay Neighborhood and Vicinity Water Main Replacements. Please change the bid due date from April 21, 2021 to May 5th, 2021. Thank you.
I move we note the addendum.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. All right. First contract on our list today is General Services GS 19819 Eastern Clinic Roof Replacement. Bid bond should be 2% if the bid is over $100,000. All right. Send that down. The first bid is from City Roof Corporation. There we have a bid bond. And
This is the $2,000 allowance piece as well.
I'm not finding a,
50?
oh. Back at the beginning, okay. So we're gonna go with the $2,000 allowance.
Yep.
So the total of base bid plus $2,000 allowance is $690,300. The second bid is from Cole Roofing Company Incorporated.
With the bid bond.
They have a bid bond, and the total of the base bid plus $2,000 allowance is $799,100. Okay. So we're going to skip number 2, or we're in. Oh, this is number 2.
All right,
Okay.
so I move that we refer this to DGS for tabulation and report.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. And now, the main event. Number 2 is procurement contract B50006022, citywide police requested towing services. Good, googly muggly. All right. So we can just start anywhere. Okay. Did I already slide the?
No.
Oh, I need the bid sheet for number 2. Okay. All right. The first bid is from C&S Towing and Transport LLC.
Like this is an itemized bid. Are these itemized?
It's, you can do it as itemized, there's 2 total there.
Oh, so it's just 2, okay.
But if you choose to do it itemized, you can.
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble finding the totals.
So B19
Oh.
and B20.
Okay. So
B,
when they did this, there's 2 packages.
oh, yeah, mine doesn't have, isn't,
You need the price.
oh, that's part of my I get it.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And then that's, oh, and that's copies of, gotcha, okay. All right,
And the prices.
so there's a total bid price for item 1. Item 2 is, are they,
I think there's just 2 of them.
okay, so should I read them individually? Or should we be summing them?
I couldn't find the sum. I just, items 1 and 2 was on.
Yeah, I do them separately.
Okay, all right. Okay, so for CNS Towing and Transport, the total bid price for item 1 is $258,700. And the total bid price for item 2 is $68,500.
Was there a bid bond on that one? No required, but you said somewhere in there.
Yes. But this one did not have one. Did not appear to have
Ugh. Wow, okay. The second bid is from Jim Elliott's Towing. There is a check attached. Should I read the amount of the check? There's a check attached for $1,250. And all right. And then okay. The total bid for item 1 is $260,000. And the total bid for item 2 is 0.
Does that mean there's no bid or they bid 0?
They have written in an NA for not applicable
Okay.
on all the individual categories under item 2 and have put in a total bid price of 0.
So normally they can bid on one or both of the items, so it looks like they just bid on one.
Right, so I'm going to put that down as NA rather than 0.
Sure.
Otherwise, they'd have to do it for free. All right.
But probably not what they were expecting. The next bid is from Universal Towing. They have a total bid price for item 1 of $207,500 and a total bid price for item 2 of $53,500. The next bid is from ETC Recovery, which has, oh dear. So, yeah. They put in numbers for the individual categories, but did not put a total. So do we just do that adding here, or do we read the individual categories? Yeah,
I mean, I think the agencies will total.
They have to do it anyway.
yeah. Okay.
Just say the price was not, the total was not tabulated.
The total was not tabulated for either item 1 or item 2.
That was ETC Recovery, we just.
That was ETC that was untabulated. Okay. The next bidder is the Auto Barn Incorporated, and they bid $257,100, and for item 1, and the total bid for item 2 is $68,000. The next bidder is Miles Towing, and they have included a check for $560, which I'm gonna send over first.
I have a Mel's Towing, is that the same, MEL?
No, this is PLE Towing, so maybe that one's still, we still have a couple to go.
Okay, gotcha.
Do you have PLE?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, I think I may have slid over too much. I think one of those is the price. Oh, no.
These are all people from the website.
Okay.
Tow bid at the tab.
Well, tow bid. I'm not seeing the item A and the item 1 and item 2 in this.
Check the little, yeah,
In this?
This thing?
see if that's it.
Oh, yeah, here it is.
Is it? Ah. Here we go. Okay. After all that, their bid for item 1 is not applicable. And for item 2, their bid is $68,500. All right. such an adventure each time trying to figure out where different companies have put the information. Now, are these all one?
No, all on the set.
Yeah, okay. All right. They just all shop at the same. Apparently, okay. All right. Okay. Next, we have Frankfurt Towing.
Is it Inc. LLC?
Frankfurt Towing, INC, yes.
Okay.
And they have a item 1 total bid price of $260,000 and an item 2 total bid price of $68,500.
Yes.
All right. The next bidder is Ted's Towing Service Incorporated. And their item 1 total bid is $260,000. And their total bid price for item 2 is $68,500. Maybe they all have the same folders because they're all in the same study group. All right. I mean, they even have the same color Ziploc bag for their slightly different colored flash drives. All right. Okay. The next bidder is Frankfurt Towing Associates, LLC. And they have, for item 1, a total bid price of $260,000. And for item 2, a total bid price of $68,500. Hmm? Well, actually, this is the thing: is when you're all in the study, when you're all in the same study group, your answers are going to look a lot alike. So. Oh. This says Frankfurt Towing LLC. Didn't
Yep.
we already do that?
Nope, you did Inc.
Hence the solicitor's question.
Yep.
I gotcha. Okay. Okay, so the next bidder is Frankfurt Towing LLC. And let's just look. Let's say, what is it? Was Johnny Carson did the Karnak thing? Yeah. You just hold it up and say that the total bid price for item 1 is $260,000, and the total bid price for item 2 is $68,500. Okay. Okay, so that would be where you just hold it up like this.
This is,
Frankfurt Towing Service LLC.
Right.
okay,
And for Frankfurt Towing Service LLC, the total bid price for item 1 is $260,000, but the total bid price for item 2 is $68,500. Okay, and the last bidder on this contract, here's Mel's. We have Mel's Towing and Service Center Incorporated. And the total bid price for item 1 is $260,000. And the total bid price for item 2 is $68,500.
I move that we refer these to the Bureau of Procurement for tabulation and report.
second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, moving on to our third contract today. Procurement B50006162, services to remove excess logs, wood debris, and wood chips at Camp Small. No big bid bond is necessary. All right. The first bidder is Northwest Recycling LLC, with a total bid price of $370,000.
Well, I think you sent me,
Oh, oh,
yeah, I think you
sorry. Ah. All right, let's try this. On page 33R.
yes.
Okay, so that total bid price was $370,000 for Northwest Recycling. I think. The next bidder is K&K Adams Incorporated,
Yes.
with a total bid price of $816,925.
Correct.
All right. And then the last bidder on this contract is Bowen and Cron Enterprises, with a total bid price of $874,550.
I move that we refer these to the Bureau of Procurement for tabulation and report.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. The final contract from Bureau of Procurement B50006177, vehicle and equipment glass installation and repairs. No bids were received. And with, do we need to motion? Okay.
I don't think so.
Oh, so we don't need to make a motion about no bids being received. In that case, I just want to take a moment to remind the viewing public that the Board of Estimates will be having Taxpayers Night tonight, starting at 6 o'clock with a budget presentation by the Bureau of Budget Management and Research, followed by citizen input at 7 p.m. Next week, the Board of Estimates is in recess, and so the next Board of Estimates meeting after Taxpayers Night will be on Wednesday, May 5th at 9 a.m. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Stay safe.